Alright, I'm Major Freak, and welcome to Project Zomboid. Last campaign I tried a very experimental zombie setting. It was high population, 0 starting, and 0 peak at 300 after a year, and a default respawn of 72 hours, including the unseen. I was hoping for to get that initial feel of the first week being sparse. It hadn't really gotten bad yet, and you rush to because of the new way in the new build. This new build, spawn mechanics work. The center of town is going to be where the most zombies are going to be spawning, right? Or theoretically. So I rushed around to all the towns, many as I could in the first month, rushing to the key points I wanted to get: VHS stores, gun stores, police stations, hospitals, medical buildings, convenience stores for their magazine racks and their chips and their non-consumables, and grocery stores and stuff like that as quickly as I could. And the setting I had was high, and it's only 1.2, and there's no other modifiers. In a normal unmodified game, what you would get in a normal custom game, you would get this. It would be normal 1.2, normal times 1, and high as 1.5, and that turns out to be 1.8. So when I went with high, thinking, oh, that's because when you look at high, it seems to be a high amount, right? Because we've all played in those games where we've tweaked the settings, and all of a sudden there's like a shit ton of zombies, and it's like, oh my god, how to do the math. It is really a straight numbers game. And at the end of, when I got bitten, checking out the center of town, I ran through the center of town yelling, and the zombies came out, and it was pretty underwhelming. It was a lot, but I wanted a max population that felt crazy, especially getting away with the first week or first couple of days not being any zombies. Almost, there will be some zombies at first, regardless of the setting you set. So it felt like half of what I was expecting. So I am going to go insane. Let's load up my there it is. So I had high, none, 365, 72, 72, and 0.1 default, right? And cut down the redistribute hours by a ton because I wanted them to stay in their lane. I didn't get the whole redistribute stuff. They're going to migrate, but they're not going to migrate fast. That's my idea. I'll probably change this one singular once I understand it a bit more and want to get a feel for the game. Maybe the game's more fun with the redistribute hours at default, right? I don't know. Anyways, so I'm definitely going insane. I'm going to save this as, actually I'm going to save it as insane. I have insane already, so let's overwrite that. There, insane. There, done. Everything else is the way I want it to be. I am not changing this. I believe the advanced and the basic change, they're tied together, so I don't want to screw with that. So yeah, start hour 7 a.m. Loot default world. At 6 months, it's going to shut off. So any time between 2 and 6 months, the water and electricity will shut off, just because I want to enjoy the early part of the game. I never get a chance to. The challenge of the water shut off and the electricity shut off can be an evolution of my game once I survive that long and enjoy the first part of the game, because I don't play enough to actually enjoy that first bit where the water's running all the time and the power's on. I don't have to worry about, the using a generator or using a water rain collector. Not even sure rain collectors are in the game anymore. Can't find it in the crafting menu at the moment. Nature. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. That's default. Meta is sometimes helicopter. I enjoy the helicopter event. I know how to deal with it. You just hide indoors somewhere without windows, as far away from windows as possible, and it'll eventually go away after 2 passes. Sleeping event. I enjoy them. Annotated map chants, extremely rare. I find them annoying. I don't like looking at maps. I'd rather populate the map as I've explored it, so I can know what I've explored and not. Character starter kit. I love that small backpack and the baseball bat. Absolutely, and a water bottle, right? And chips. It's so less frustrating. I like the idea that if I build a barricade, it's gonna last a bit longer than usual. Yeah. Multi-weapon hit, 100%. That's a needed alteration. Absolutely. Vehicles, default. Livestock default. 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 And these 3 are mod related. This is a mod. This is a mod. Language voices, pretty much all default except proximity inventory. I'm going to turn this off and play that way. Skill recovery journal, passive skills, absolutely. So yeah, I'm going to save it to insane. Make sure that's saved. Go back. We're going to check the mods before I plunge in. So all these mods I enjoy. The rain collector mods are there in hopes that I'll be able to find out how to build one. I can't find them in the crafting menu. Item condition fix gave me a problem, but I enabled it mid save, mid game. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. Cross my fingers. Really useful mod. I would like it to work. Everything else is working fine. Nothing feels OP. Not quite sure if I need this mod. Like, are propane bottles useless? I'm going to uncheck that. That could be a fix to a bug, maybe. I'll check if it's working. I haven't even got to the point. I'm just finding tons of welding torches, so I'm not really caring about propane bottles and that stuff right now. So I'll uncheck it and then just install it later if I need to. Yeah, generator, VHS tape. Just gonna leave it the way. I found 2 magazines, but that was just luck last campaign. It's normally very frustrating to find them, so I'll leave it as is. Yeah, my main concern last campaign, how I died, was I I was using the shotgun incorrectly. A zombie got too close, I shot, and it automatically missed because it was too close, and I got bitten because I thought it was going to die and I wasn't moving backwards. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be using the shotgun a bit differently and not caring about the aiming reticle. And as long as they're close enough and the outline, where's the outline thing I've got? I've got a mod for that. Where's the outline thing? Aim outline. That's at the top. Lol. So yeah, just walking backwards and waiting until they're close enough to see the green, and then pulling the trigger and not caring about the new aiming reticle thing. This sucker. So yeah, I'm just gonna go boom. Because yeah, they're too close, the shotgun will automatically miss them. So I've already done the mod order, so accept. And this feels like the way it worked last campaign when I looked at the zombie population. It felt half of what I expected. So going insane is just a bit more than half. With no other modifiers, insane is the proper way to go. Like if you've got none and none for start population and peak, it's best to go with insane, otherwise it's going to feel too wimpy. So custom, and I need the seed, so I like playing with that seed. It's only technically the devs say it's only working for where objects are placed, like trees and stuff. But I'm hoping for a bit more. Oh. There we go. Bloody hell. There we go. Okay. Next. Load insane. There we go. Let's just make sure. Good. Excellent, excellent. Good, 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 good. What's advanced? What does that mean? Save presets advanced? Oh, you can set the number. Oh, cool. I'm pretty sure the population that I want is going to happen this way, and I don't want to screw with that. But that's kind of cool to know that. Cool. I was wondering about that. It was like you can go custom, but it doesn't give the option. Advanced will give you the option to do the number. Cool. Right on. That's good to know. But I'm fairly happy with how it is right now. And for the last few weeks I've been playing with this setting. You can't find lucky. That they've removed it from this build. There's no lucky trait. So yeah, all these balance each other. I had nutritionist because I was just going to add it. Character free skill points is 4 because I'm a noob. I'd rather I'd have the knowledge to do it by eye, but I'd really rather have the nutritionist there to help me out. I know there's a mod for reading a magazine that'll give you that trait, but I'm like, just give me the trait for free, thanks. Maybe in the future I can go without, but yeah, I'd really rather have all things showing me what stuff so I can build a ingredient list and make menus and stuff. This guy will be good enough. That looks pretty funny, so I'm just going to randomize it to whatever. There we go. And I'll randomize it till it looks a bit like the front main menu thing. Close enough, right? Alright. And voice pitch. Didn't quite like the voice pitch before. Let's check it out.
Hey!
What the hell?
Hey! 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 Hey!
I think that's better. Yeah, way too young. I'm not playing a teenager.
Hey!
I like that one. That's better. Alright, and play. So yeah, the main object is to hit as soon as possible the main population centers before the insane population of the zombies explodes. 72 hours means 3 days, and 0.1 is 10%. So at 30 days it's going to be 100%. So it's going to be insane technically without any other modifiers. So it's only 2.5 population. And the way I looked at it, high setting 1.2 was half of what I expected. So it's a bit more than I'm going to be expecting, but I think that's going to be perfect for having a decent feeling game that after a year, if you clear a zone, you'll have a sense of accomplishment because they won't spawn, because the expected peak population is 0. So, and the low migration means you will have cleared a sector, and you can be very confident that it's going to stay that way for a while. And the fun thing is, I could get so complacent that if a zombie horde did migrate into my zone, I would be taken by surprise. So that would be cool. But that's a year in game playing, and that's a hell of a long time to invest in this game. Probably more than I'm willing to do. I just want to get the first feel of the first week. If by the first week it doesn't feel semi-dangerous, I'll be okay with that. I want it to ramp up quickly though, or in the first month I want to ramp it up so it feels dangerous. We'll see. Like I don't want a completely free and clear looting spree in the first few days. I don't want it completely free, and I know it won't. But if I can't get any more looting done after the first week because the population is too much, or it feels too OP that I'm just still not encountering zombies, I might have to consider that the way I'm playing the game with the settings I have is incorrect. But I'm hoping that it's not, that I will get a good gaming session by being able to get all the gear I really need, hunkering down, reading the books, and then going out and being careful not to go near the high population zones, because I've already gone there, because I've already looted those areas. So I don't need to go near the main populations. It's just, culling the herd, basically, to protect my home base. And the need to go elsewhere is less. It would be fun to go to the high population zones and slaughter zombies once I've got my skills up high enough in aiming and I've got all the guns I wanted. That would be fun, right? So that's how I'm going to play the game. I can't play any of this because I'm going to work, so I'm just going to go in, see where I am, and cut out. Life and living, great, turn on. Okay, get cooking show in, rest. Where are we? We're in the middle of town, in the middle of the residential area. That's okay. And it's foggy, oh yay. I'll wait till this plays out, then I'll get out. First order of business, the critical thing to do is go straight for the fire hall. Loot this house so I can exit on them, find a pen, and loot it, exit out, and book it straight for the fire hall and get my base starting to set up. Hopefully I can find a vehicle right away, get gas, and then that should, if I don't find it at a fire hall, I'll find it in the center of town, hopefully, as I'm looting it. That's priority, so I can get out to the other cities' main population centers, where the main spawn points are going to be, and loot those quickly. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope that informative of the settings. Having a insane population. Having an insane population is 2.5. With no modifiers, it's going to stay at 2.5. That's what? I think 40% above the typical default. Is it typical default at 1.8? Yeah, it's 40% more. So it's 40% more than the default. I think that's challenging enough for me. I'm not an expert by any means, and that'll be fun. So yeah, I gotta head off to work. Enjoy your day, and I hope this gives you a better understanding of the intricacies of the settings for zombie population, because at first it was all mud to me. It's all Greek, and I didn't understand it at all, and it was frustrating because I wanted to enjoy the game and be able to customize the game, and it all seems all so confusing. But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming most of you guys want to go with something like a normal peak population, but yeah, I'm just me. I want to do it a little bit differently. So have a good one.